Alright, new day. Hopefully, I will have one of our songs that we've made in the background playing at the intro of this. And I mainly have it playing because of, the domino snowball effect of eternal, you know, shots, as we like to call them. But, you know, people coming at us for developing this movie. Hopefully not. But hopefully it'll be enjoyed and hopefully it will be viewed and it will be developed. But hopefully it will be in consideration into being made. So of course it will be off the aspect of right here Game Boy Advanced as it is. And of course the version that it will be off of is Pokemon Fire Red and Pokemon Leaf Green, alright? So in the aspect we will start off on me. And I will reset it and you will see the intro of it. Now if you like any of the songs that will be uploaded, I will try to upload for some of them. Hopefully it will be presentable and hopefully it doesn't, criticize me from getting help on development. But if you like them, please let me know and let it be known. I might upload them to YouTube before, but I'm not sure. But it makes it much easier. Now this page isn't really known in the time of now, so I don't really have as many subscriptions or subscribers, so it's really hard and really, critical. But hopefully I will get this developed a good bit amount of time before I add any songs. But I can also have them in their own little slot on the page. And hopefully the page is enjoyable and all that. But mainly this section of this Pokemon movie is for bedtime. Mainly, because it's going to be that kind of long movie, Or it can be just like I sit down, relaxed, long popcorn day, ISO, hibernate type movie, okay? Of course, I let it restart again, but as it was, we will continue, and hopefully it will be understandable as it does, and how it will be when you start the game. It has this control section. This control section is in the help menu section of the game for new beginners and new aspect players. So of course, as it will be, I will explain it by a directional feature of how the development should be, and hopefully it will be. I will explain it for like how the gameplay is if you want to play or gameplay and do your own vids, whatever, whichever. But hopefully it will be on the aspect in remembrance from me starting off on vids, because hopefully the developers will take in consideration of the development of how I made and created all this on development. Alright? Now I also want to say much thanks and much support to the developers who've developed the games and developed the apps and developed devices and technology for the age to continue on. All that time makes a big difference for help. But I will explain that. I'll explain the characters, and of course, I'll explain this as a movie, animation series, hopefully, or 3D if it's that important and we can actually have the resources to do, or a video game also if it's that important on the add-ons. Now I want it to be known that this game links into my essence. It will link in. That's why I'm giving it time to sink in, and I'm explaining in the beginning. But it will sink in and what my Pokemon are and how my Pokemon are and their natures, or how their natures will be in the series. And I'm praying that developers do take the natures part seriously. So it gives them a little bit of a task and test. So it's like the Pokemon do not battle the same. Mostly they do, because there's only a certain amount slot of natures, but to the aspect of that when they do meet each other, of course, in their different natures, they battle different, and it matters the intensity of the battle, including when I'm gone, if I get added on to extra head and extensional series and movies and games, alright? So of course, as it has, the directional button moves the main character. Also helps you choose various data headings. Okay, then you'll see about that. All right, it will be known and it'll let you know about that. But A, you can use the A button to confirm a choice, check things, out when you choose them, chat to people, and scroll through the text when you're chatting to them. All right. There's the example for A button, which of course, when I go to the next heading, A buttons are my friend. The B button is used to exit and cancel a choice or cancel a mode. So of course, when they say cancel a choice, you can cancel a choice if you want to back out. Depends on what the choice is. It's mainly if it's on the aspect of your decisional making. You might click on a move that you don't want to click on, but you have to make sure before you really select that move, before your Pokemon attacks for you, or defends for you, or status inflicts for you. But you can cancel the choice if you have, or if it asks you a sectional second choice for that heading when you want it to choose, which it will be. The first section is usually fight, bag, Pokemon, and then there's running. Okay, so it's mainly in the concept of minor detail of explanational scenario battling, I guess I'll say. But to get it more ahead for the B button, you can cancel a mode also, and that mode usually what it means is like evolution, or probably something else that we might go into depth and explain later. But of course, the start button opens the menu, and you'll see what the start button is, and you'll see what the menu is when we get further and we get into the inner depth of the game. Okay, select, you can shift through items, you can use them, you can shift them like up and down and all that stuff, which is kind of cool. And you can register items also with it. Okay, so I'll show you and you'll know about like when you register an item, what it will do and how the select button will work. So if you need help playing the game or on how to do things, you just press the L and R button, okay, which are the top left triggers, left and right, from Nintendo's perspective. And when you press either one of those, when you start your game, the help menu will pop up. And you'll see what the help menu is a bit. Like, from the beginning. The help menu, they get more developed and they help more whenever you get further, but they try, but it's in minor detail of telling you and explaining how they can help you. Not to be like that, but of course, with them being developers, they had to make it a certain aspectable way because there's so much developed that they had to focus on otherwise. So hopefully it'll be manageable and understandable and acceptable for other trainers who might get frustrated along the way. Hopefully, if so, you can watch this, or you can watch other Pokemon trainers that are suggestible, that are helpful. Okay, I even watch other trainers also. I respect their aspects of how they battle, and it's practically a kind of a modest trainer a little bit, but how my personality of my Pokemon is will be my personality also. So it can be different, but in my aspect, I'm modest regardless for everybody who is in this realm, who will be continual characters, including if you're just a game character and you're playing and I happen to be there. Alright, just want to say and state all that. Of course, the beginning is the longest part, and I hope that everybody will bear with me. Getting through this part is the longest part, and it can be boring, but I'm going to try as best as possible to make it interesting and worth the watch ahead, right? So as it says, in the road where you are about to enter, you embark a grand adventure with you as the hero. I'm like reading it as quick as... Speak to people and check things out wherever you go, though, be it towns, roads, or caves. Gather information, hints, and, that will all be explained from every source along the route. depending